Hello everyone. Um, as I'm sure you have heard, that the presidential election in Turkey has resulted in Erdogan securing his third term as president, as unconstitutional as it is. Um, so for the next 5 years, he is to remain as president. And this is just YouTube, but social media as a whole is full of two types of videos. One, news outlets, mainstream news outlets, reporting on this news, and everyone else trying to put in their 2 cents and try to stay relevant with their analysis as to why this election resulted in the outcome that it has delivered. Of course, I'm not a Turk. I've never been a Turkish citizen. Technically speaking, I don't care. So what's the point? What's the point of this channel, and what's the point of this video and all that? I always try to bring to you the perspective of what's going on in the Middle East in various channels. This one in particular specifically designated for Turkey, to show that, hey, there are certain events that are happening around the world, and I picked up the Middle East to point out, hey, these events are going to lead to other events that's going to affect American patriots at home and abroad, where financially, socially, and at a personal level, God forbid, in future, personally, where it will affect your safety, it will affect your investments, and God forbid, if there is a conflict at a how should I put it, armed level, an armed conflict, you should be able to see it coming because of what's provided here. AKP, the ruling party of Turkey, which Erdogan is also the leader of, is a far right party. It's so far right that it literally is in cahoots with what we call in the West Islamic extremism, even though it's a misinterpreted term, because there is no Islamic extremism. If you follow Islam the way you're supposed to, what we call Islamic extremists are just nothing more than ordinary Muslims. The only Islamic extremism that exists are the ones that are extremely mild in their adherence of Islamic teachings. So the ones that practice Islam the least are the extremists, and they're extreme in their mildness. So it's not it's that this is an entire different discussion, but I'm just skimming off top of the surface, just to try to put certain things in perspective before I go deeper into what the point of this video is. And that is, Turkey is going in the direction of Islamic Republic of Iran back in 1970s when Islam was just taking over the country. And this being Turkey is another geography that we might see American soldiers in the future, not as a place where, you know, they're just staying and stationed at as they are today, such as, you know, the major Air Force base in Incirlik, Adana, but no, as in a place where our future soldiers and servicemen and men and women will go to war, because Turkey is, for all intents and purposes, fallen to the people that back the Islamic world domination doctrine. So from 1923 to 2023, which is this year, Turkey reaches its centennial as a Turkish republic. Well, technically, the republic has never made it to its centennial, and the reason for that is the regime change. Not necessarily the regime change, but the model of governance that has changed in previous elections, where extreme amount of power has been concentrated in the office of the president, and the office of the president and the prime minister being unified, and all that. It has changed the governmental model. Thus, the republic didn't make it. And it's not even a republic, it's a republic in name. Turkey is a direct democracy. The worst kind of democracy there is, where one vote means one person, and it's completely open to what you want to call it, not just misrepresentation, but if anything you want can come out of a ballot box, because it's a democracy, and all you have to do, I mean, it's a direct democracy, and all you have to do is just keep demanding recounts until you get the jack that you want out of the particular box. All of this that you see is nothing but the fumes that's left after the Turkey is no longer the republic that the great Mustafa Kemal had established. My message to my fellow patriots, American patriots, is stay out of Turkey. It is not safe. It wasn't safe to begin with. It is definitely going to be less safe that how should I, there's so many things that I want to say to you, but no matter from what vantage point I look at the current state of affairs, it all requires a multiple hour video. The culture is anti-Western, and it has always been. They will need support. they will ask for help. And the world over, especially the West, will help. And then after they've gotten their help, they'll go back to despising the West. Because that has been the rhetoric, regardless of the administration, for decades. Same thing, we saw that, at least I saw that, back in February when the earthquakes took place. Everyone on the planet went to help, and they helped them. Turks received help. When Red Cross was selling tents instead of distributing them to people that are in need. And what happened? After all the aid workers left, they went back to going, well, Turks have only one friend, and those are other Turks. So, don't invest in Turkey. Don't travel to Turkey. Stay out of it, because this house of cards is going to crumble, and no American should lose so much as a penny or a fingernail in this huge collapse that's coming. That's all I'm going to say. And I want to end with the fact that I want to end with this final sentence that I said this was going to happen, because Erdogan will not enter a race in which he is confident of its outcome. Erdogan is interconnected with various terrorist organizations. Erdogan got his start by being at the feet of George Soros. Erdogan is a street thug who made it to office of the president by riding on the backs of people that came before him and then betraying those people. My fellow American patriots, stay out of Turkey. Forgotten country.